Now I know they probably couldn't come up with Nutella due to copyright issues, but Nougat? Really? Nougat. Now let's get the pronunciation out of the way. Nougat. This is what I'm going with. I know the British and Americans pronounce it differently, Canadians probably do too, but right now I've done a survey of our staff and I'm going with Nougat. So, when Google announced that Android N would officially be known as Android Nougat, we were wondering what the version number would be, and it is 7.0. Now I know what you're thinking, Jayce, hold up a second. What is a nougat? Well, it's a candy made from sugar or honey, nuts, and egg whites.
I was thinking maybe since we had marshmallow last time, maybe now we were gonna have narshmallow.
In its new statue unveiling, Google confirmed that Android Nougat is in fact a 7.0 version of the operating system. This means a whole new version. Now, the fact that the new version of Android is getting a bump to 7.0 shouldn't really come as a surprise. Google has told us a while ago that we could expect a big release every year. They didn't specify whether or not that meant a full digit jump every year, but it looks like that's what we're getting. Now, we already know that Android 7.0 is going to give us more seamless updates, better battery life, and better options for Android Pay. But what are you looking forward to best? Next up, Samsung thinks you're not pretty enough. In fact, they airbrush selfies automatically. Mel Wells is a UK health and fitness writer as well as a popular Instagrammer. And as someone familiar with selfie snapping, she noticed something different when she took pictures with her new Samsung Galaxy S7. The front-facing camera automatically obliterates all of her freckles. A little poking around led to Wells discovering the beauty filter. Although she says there isn't anything intrinsically wrong with having such a filter, it did strike her as a bit irksome that the filter was turned on by default. In her own words, and I quote, "This means that everyone who gets a new Samsung phone and flicks the front camera on is automatically being told, 'Hi, we're Samsung, and we think you look way better when we automatically airbrush your selfies for you.' Does this bother you? Let me know in the comments below. But first, let's talk about the new Samsung Galaxy Note press renders. This picture corresponds with a curved glass screen protector made by Olexer and showcases a curved display, a USB Type-C port, and of course, the 3-sensor arrangement used for iris scanning, which is curiously missing from the image given to us by EV-Leaks, published earlier last week. One particular point of note in these renders is the seeming lack of 3 lens arrays above the display, which puts it in contrast with the leaked photo of the front panel we exclusively revealed earlier last week. For those of you looking for a quick spec summary, you can assume that the Galaxy Note 7 will offer a 5.7 or 5.8-inch Quad HD Super AMOLED display, a Snapdragon 820 or an Exynos 8893 system on a chip, 6 GB of RAM, 64, 128, or even 256 GB of internal storage, microSD expansion, a 12-megapixel rear camera with dual pixels, and a 5-megapixel front-facing camera, a 3600 mAh battery, iris scanner, and the new Grace UX running on top of Android 6.0.1 Marshmallow.